Hey, it's your girl Nick Snacks here. I'm showing you how to make W.A.P cake, which is a wildly appealing parfait. I'm showing you all the ingredients I have here. I have sliced strawberries that are sitting in sugar. You can get fresh ones and do it, but Walmart sells them in a tub, so you might as well go ahead and get it. I got the Verona cookies. You can use Chessman or Nilla or any type of cookie. I prefer these because they're going to hold up to the pudding and not get all soggy, but still be soft enough and give you that crunch when you want to taste it. When you dig into this dessert, you're going to go ahead and use butter extract, strawberry extract, and vanilla extract. You're going to get a strawberry box cake. I know I am tearing this word up. For the life of me, I cannot say strawberry. Like, I am saying it wrong. I know I'm saying it wrong, but y'all forgive me, okay? I'm a little bit hood. I'm a little bit country. I'm a little bit ratchet. Okay, maybe a little more than a little bit. Anyway, this is sweetened condensed milk. I prefer the can because your girl want to make sure she gets all of her product. You hear me? I don't have no time or money to be buying stuff and not getting all my product. So you're going to get your whole can. They also sell a little squeeze bottle, but this is just, you know, tried and true. Pop the can open. Bloop. There you go, all your stuff. You're going to get evaporated milk. Sometimes I use more, sometimes I use less. That's the strawberry cream cheese. You're going to get strawberry instant pudding. And I only use one box of cream cheese and one box of the pudding mix. You can double it if you're making more, but I was making a little bit for a little sweet dessert for my coworkers because that's the stuff that I do. I gave the rest to the kids. And you're also going to need some bowls to put the things in. Excuse my 3-year-old. He was trying to eat. You have the cake mixed in a bowl, not following the instructions on the box, okay? Your girl don't follow instructions. So you got 2 whole eggs and 1 egg yolk. And you're also, you know, use the box for garbage because you're going to throw it away anyway. Might as well. Then you're going to add a teaspoon, splash, split, whatever you want to call it, into the bowl. I honestly did not measure. Sometimes I add more, sometimes I add less. I just pour it and I eyeball it. And, you know, I did that to the strawberry extract, the vanilla extract, and the butter. And yes, I got the name brand extract, like the real one, not that inspired by imitation foolishness. I know it's a little cheaper and I am, you know, all for saving a coin. But sometimes you have to get the one that costs a little more because that is the one that, you know, actually tastes the best. That imitation stuff, you will taste it. You will taste the difference. So sometimes you gotta, you know, splurge. And this is my way of splurging by spending $5 on half an ounce of extract, y'all. But that's neither here nor there. Go ahead and put your little teaspoons in there. I probably should start measuring. This stuff was expensive, honey. This extract almost set your girl back a pretty penny. You know, that little bottle right there about $6. Taxing, child. You know, these is fresh boxes too, because I looked in my pantry and I did not have Nathan. You hear me? I ain't have nothing. Normally my pantry is stocked, but apparently today was not the day. Anyway, that's me showing you all my stuff. You know, if you need to see everything, go ahead and rewatch the video, screenshot it, write it down, watch it a million times, tell a friend, tell a family, tell a foe. Hell, I don't care. Tell everybody. You know, put that stuff in there. And wipe my face because when I opened the butter extract, a little bit got in my mouth. And that stuff is disgusting when it's not cooked. You hear me? It just tastes like nasty. And you're going to add a little bit of strawberries too. You can get fresh strawberries and slice them up and add sugar if that's your thing. But Walmart, you know, where I went to get all this stuff, had it already in the refrigerator. And I think Publix and Kroger and all them have it too. Pretty much every grocery store should have strawberries and sugar in the freezer section. And it's like $2. So you might as well go ahead and get it. It's no sense in buying fresh strawberries. But if that's your thing and you just got some fresh strawberries around the house or whatever fruit you're going to use, because you can also do this with bananas and any other type of fruit, to be honest. But I prefer to use this for strawberries. But, you know, if somebody wants a different fruit, go ahead and do it. You're going to just add a little bit in there, just enough, because you're going to use these strawberries later on when you're building the W.A.P, you know, because you got to build your W.A.P, ladies. And others, you need to build your W.A.P, okay? Go ahead and beat that W.A.P up. All the ingredients in there, you know, beat it up. And then I do it like this, even though it's a little dry. It's a lot of dry, more than a little dry, because you want to see how much milk you need to add. You can always add liquid, but you can hardly ever take it out. So you're going to just add a splash there, you know, get it off the whisk. You know, that's my son in the back, Sebastian. You know, y'all look at his toys. He trying to show y'all what he made. Y'all go ahead and tell him he did a good job making his little stuff, okay? You know, and you want to whisk. You could use a electric whisk if you want, if you got that. I actually do have an electric whisk, but I be forgetting I be having stuff, y'all. I just be buying things, throwing it in the cabinet and forgetting it's there, and just go ahead and use my old tried and true whisk. You know, the flippity whisk. That's old. Did I just age myself? Anyway, so we're back, and this is the consistency of the cake once I done whisked it, child. I didn't add any more ingredients. I ended up only using about 1/3 of that can of evaporated milk. Sometimes I use more, sometimes I use less, depending on the brand of box cake, depending on, I don't know, the temperature, the environment. Sometimes you end up using more milk than you need. That's another reason I don't give measurements, because every time you bake, it comes out different. And honestly, the cake is not really the star of the show. It's a part of the show, but it ain't the star. You know, it's like a supporting cast. Everything is the magical, you know. For the most part, the star is everything together. It becomes a whole, you know, ensemble when it's together. You want to make sure you're getting all that at the bottom. Now we done moved on to making the pudding. Now, you're going to put your 1 box of the instant pudding mix. Now, I'm only using 1 box. You're going to put a whole tub of the cream cheese. I have the strawberry cream cheese. I got the Great Value kind. This don't matter what brand you get. It's strawberry cream cheese. You can use regular cream cheese if you want to, but this is about the same price as regular cream cheese, so you might as well. But if you already have cream cheese in the fridge, go ahead and use what you got. You know, you can just add strawberry extract to it, which I do anyway. You know, to make it even more strawberryer. I know that ain't a word. Don't be coming for me. Come for yourself. Okay? Then you're going to go ahead and add the rest of that evaporated milk. And you're going to add that little bit first to see how much you need. You're going to add a little bit of more strawberry extract. And I think that's all I added in there. Let me see. Did I add the others? Yes, I did add the others. Just because you might as well go ahead. Hell, you paid your money for it. Might as well get your money worth. You hear me? Once you add that, go ahead and mix it to see how much you will need, how much liquid you will need. I took out 3 cans of milk just in case. I actually think I opened 2, you know, ended up only using that 1/3 and almost a half of the other one. But I got 4 children, child. They're going to drink that milk today, tomorrow, next year, okay? You're going to add that whole can of sweetened condensed milk. Just while you're watching, a little tidbit, little life hack. If you're making caramel, something like a Southern caramel cake, or you just need caramel to add to your apples, or you just want caramel real quick because you just want to drink it out of the can because you know, you got issues. You can go ahead, take the wrapping off of the can and boil that can for like a good, I'm going to say about 5 minutes. When you open that can, you will have some caramel-like, you know, creations going on. And it'll give you a very distinctive sweet condensed milk taste, but it'll also give you a caramel-like taste. You know, caramel on a budget. Because again, these products be costing all of your coins. Anybody trying to do overtime just so you can buy caramel and extract? Like, who got time for that? Like, girl, why you doing all these hours? Girl, because I got to make a cake and I got to buy this extract. Anybody got time for that, you know? Make sure you get all of your product. Please get all of it. Scrape it, scrap it, you know. The kids is hanging around because they want to taste it. You can get the bowl when we done. You ain't finna be tasting this can. I need to get all my droplets, okay? Go ahead and mix, you know. Because I was making this for other people outside of my household, I wasn't licking spoons and fingers and things, you know. But normally I will let the kids go ahead and lick a spoon or a bowl or 2 while we're cooking or making the product because it's just us. But when you're making it for other people, don't be nasty, okay? You're nasty, okay? Don't be nasty, especially with the Rona running around and people not brushing their teeth and things. You know, you don't want to do that. Yes, don't be nasty. So you want to whisk. Well, actually, I'm not even whisking yet. I'm using the spoon. It's just easier to get all the dry ingredients at the bottom incorporated. Ooh, y'all heard that big word? Incorporated. SAT skills on deck. All right. I'm sorry. Y'all laugh at my jokes, okay? Because I'm a little funny sometimes. At least I think I am. Anywho, go ahead and mix. When your wrists get tired, you know, go ahead and switch out. Because you want this pudding to be smooth, okay? You could also follow the instructions on the pudding box, but to be honest, I don't even know what the instructions are because I don't even look at the box. I'm that person. I buy things and use it for exactly what it's not supposed to be used for. You know, like, I just found out you ain't supposed to put cup noodles in the microwave. Like, what you mean? I've been doing that my whole life. But that's neither here nor there. You know, go ahead and switch. Oh, Lord. Come on, verbal skills. Switch to your whisk. Moving on, the cake has come out of the oven because you're supposed to put it in the butter pan and put it in the oven. You went ahead and put your pudding into the freezer, and that's the consistency it got in. It got two. I had it in the freezer for as long as the cake was cooking. I don't know how long the cake cooked. I had to go check homework and make sure the kids were doing their homework. Anyway, so you're going to build your parfait. You're going to do a layer of cake. You're going to do a layer of strawberries. You're going to do a layer of pudding, Cool Whip, and then cookies. And then I ended up only being able to do 2 layers because these bowls are super tiny because they were just supposed to be little quick things, you know, to give out, little quick gifts. But if you're selling them or you're making them for a holiday, you can use a bigger bowl. When I sell them, I make them into like these 16-ounce containers, and you can get about 3 or 4 layers in those. And when I put the cake, now I use the inside of the cake because you want a seamless scoop. And sometimes the edges of the cake are a little crunchy. And my preference, I don't like the crunchy. You know, you can give those to the kids, little Mikeys, let them run around and chew on those. They still good now. And yes, this cake is hot. So be careful. It's hot, okay? I got cooking hands, so I'm used to it, all right? I be out here frying chicken with my bare hands. That's a lot, but, you know, y'all, you know, indulge me. Anyway, use the inside of the cake if you want to. So using cake, you're going to get your little strawberries, layer that on there, and then you're going to get pudding. Did I put the strawberries? Oh, no. See me going out of whack. I almost forgot I had them. You know, trying to make sure we're getting strawberries, you know. Get your strawberries and layer those on. You don't want to really saturate the cake too much, but just enough, you know, to give it a taste. Because, again, you're going to have multiple layers. If you're doing it this way, you can also leave it in that cake pan, poke holes in the cake, and then make one big layer. But, you know, if that's, I would do that if it's just like a potluck type thing and I'm bringing it for everybody to taste. But these were supposed to be individual, you know, little, hey, thought about you, wanted you to taste, you know, my W.A.P. Ooh, Lord, that sounds terrible. Want you to taste my W.A.P. But anyway, want you to taste this and see if you like it, because this W.A.P is sweet. Oh my God, I'm gonna crack myself up. You better be laughing. And if you laugh more than one time in this video, you better like and subscribe, please. Let me stop telling y'all what to do. I'm a little bossy sometimes. Okay, I'm bossy all the time. All right. I made 6 because I gave some to some coworkers, and I had one for myself, and I instructed them not to eat it for breakfast, but everybody ate it for breakfast, and we was all bouncing around the building, okay? And yeah, I took a little piece out, like a little strawberry skin that didn't look appealing to me, and I took that out. I'm like, Walmart, what's going on? I need the best of the best of the best, sir. You know, I don't need that. I need my little $1.28 to be the best. You hear me? You hear me? Okay, go ahead and get you a little dollop or 2 of pudding. You see that consistency? So when you mixing your pudding and it's like loose, go ahead and throw it in the freezer and then take it out. Now, if it's, you know, throw it in the freezer for as long as your cake is cooking. And then take it out. Now, don't be adding all this milk. Oh my God, it's so loose. Let me add more pudding. Girl, you're gonna end up with a year of Sundays worth of pudding that you don't know what to do with. You're gonna be around here just putting pudding in everything. What we having for dinner, mama? Pudding and collard greens. What we having for dinner? Pudding on rice. You know, because you're gonna have a bunch of pudding. Trust me. Just go ahead and let it sit. Let it settle for a while. You know, because the W.A.P ain't good if it ain't marinated. You know, when the W.A.P is just fresh out, it be all right, you know, but that good seasoned marinated W.A.P that been around a few times, that's that good W.A.P, you know, so that's what you want to have. You know, so you go ahead and layer it and, you know, and let me, you know, this way I make it. If you want to do it a separate way, go ahead and do that, but don't be mad when your cake is ugly and it's falling apart. I'm just playing. But no, seriously, do it the way I'm telling you to do it, because it's my cake, and like my girl Tabitha Brown say, it's my business, okay? And if you want to make it a different way, that's your business, but your business might make your cake ugly. And if don't be telling people you got the idea from me and you done messed it up. This is the way I do it now, because I feel like, you know, once you get the layers and you get the spoon and you crunch into it, you be like, good, you know? You know, that's what I think, you know. I clearly am a little bit way too hyped for a cake video, but yeah. So I'm showing y'all this. I done switched to my cameraman, or should I say camera girl, because it's my daughter and she up here trying to be on TikTok and record for me, and you can't do both, honey. So I got my Cool Whip, okay? And I have another recipe where I use Cool Whip, and that's my wetter than sex cake. Oh, before I forget, let me mention that I got this idea from Cooking with Tip, another YouTuber. She made one similar to it, and I use, you know, pretty much a lot of her ingredients, but you know, I put my own little twist on it, and by adding, you know, couple different other things by making them individual. I think she made hers just a single layer, and she got the idea from my Full Figured Life, who was making like a banana pudding one. And you know, that's really what life is about. Just be inspired, you know, go ahead and give people their props when you see them make something. Go ahead and add it, you know, go ahead and try it. You know, nothing is original. Everybody's done something before. There's always got to be an originator. It don't mean that it's you. Okay? All right. So my Full Figured Life and Cooking with Tip, if y'all watching this video, you come across it. You know, I gave y'all props. Don't be trying to copyright a chick. You know what I'm saying? Because Cooking with Tip be cooking. And she from Florida, even though I'm from Miami, and Miami and Florida, two different places. Only Miamians will get that. And, you know, that's one single, oh, not yet. Ain't no one single layer yet. I'm going to add the cookies. Now, this little bowl only was able to add 2 cookies. I could have probably did like 3 if I would have squished them. But I didn't want to OD on it because it was so, I mean, it is so sweet. Trust me, it's super sweet. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't even finish the whole thing. And it's only like a 4-ounce bowl. Go ahead and add your Verona cookies. This pack had 18 cookies per pack. And try to feel when you're in the store to make sure that your cookies ain't cracked. Because for some reason, Pepperidge Farm I don't know if it's the farm people or if it's the stores or what. But sometimes you get them things and they be all kinds of cracked up. Like, I be in the store trying to fill the bag that ain't cracked up. Like, because like, I want my cookies to look cute. And if you do have some cracked up, try to put them on your bottom layer, you know? You want your top layer to look cute. And you can also at the top, if you don't want the cookie to be decoration, that's another reason why I get the Verona ones. Because the fruit filling, and this fruit filling actually is a raspberry fruit filling. I could not find the strawberry ones. I don't know, maybe because they're not in season. I don't know what's going on, but I couldn't find the strawberry ones. But honestly, you couldn't tell that it wasn't strawberry. Hell, when you can't really tell unless you like a strawberry freak or something. And you know, you make 1 full layer, and I end up getting 2 layers in that little container. And you know, pop a top on them, pop them in the freezer. They are better. You can eat it like this, but once it's been sitting for a while, that's when it's at its best. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow your girl. Let me know if you try.